A new history is made. Taehyung crowned the most influential idol, and his global impact shakes the world. Hello, ARMY all around the world. Wherever you are right now, whether the morning sun is just beginning to light up your room, whether you're in the middle of a long afternoon, or whether it's late at night and everything around you feels quiet, I want you to pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. Because what we are talking about today is not just another headline. Not just another award. Not just another trending topic that will fade in a few days. Today, we are talking about history. A moment that marks a shift. A recognition that carries weight. A title that confirms something many of us have felt for years, but are now seeing acknowledged on a global scale. Kim Taehyung has been crowned the most influential idol. And when that announcement spread across media platforms, social networks, and news outlets, it did not feel ordinary. It felt monumental. ARMY. We have witnessed countless milestones in Taehyung's career. We have celebrated chart-topping songs. We have cheered for sold-out stadium tours. We have watched records shatter in real time. We have seen luxury brands compete for his presence. But influence, true influence, is something deeper than numbers. Influence is not just about how many albums are sold. It is not just about how many followers someone has. It is not just about how fast a hashtag trends worldwide. Influence is about impact. It is about how one person's existence can shift culture. How their choices can redirect conversations. How their energy can inspire millions without force, without noise, without spectacle. And Taehyung embodies that kind of influence. From the very beginning, there was something quietly powerful about him. When BTS first debuted, the world saw 7 talented young men chasing a dream. Among them was Taehyung, mysterious, expressive, unpredictable in the most artistic way. His deep baritone voice immediately stood out in an industry often dominated by higher tones. His facial expressions told stories even before he sang a single lyric. His presence felt cinematic, as if he belonged not only on a stage but in an entire universe of art. Yet he never demanded attention. He never forced himself into the spotlight. He simply existed in his own rhythm. And somehow, that rhythm began to move the world. Over the years, something fascinating happened. Every time Taehyung appeared at a public event, cameras lingered longer. Every time he changed his hairstyle, it became a trend. Every time he wore a specific brand, sales spiked dramatically. Fashion analysts began studying his style. Creative directors described him as a living muse. Editors called him the face of modern elegance. But what makes this different from ordinary celebrity influence is intention. Taehyung does not dress loudly to provoke headlines. He does not speak excessively to stay relevant. He does not constantly chase visibility. His influence is organic. It grows because people are drawn to authenticity. In the fashion world, his presence at major shows transforms the atmosphere. When he walks into a venue in Paris, Milan, or Seoul, the energy shifts. The audience straightens. The photographers adjust their lenses. The room becomes aware. Not because he is trying to dominate it, but because his aura naturally commands it. Designers have openly expressed admiration for his understanding of aesthetics. He doesn't just wear clothes, he interprets them. He doesn't just model garments, he breathes life into them. That is influence beyond marketing. That is cultural impact. And then there is music, the heart of everything. Taehyung's voice carries emotion in a way that feels almost timeless. There is a warmth, a texture, a depth that resonates differently. When he sings, it does not feel rushed. It feels intentional. It feels lived in. His solo projects revealed layers of artistry that surprised even longtime listeners. He explored jazz tones, vintage inspirations, soft vulnerability. He embraced imperfection in a world obsessed with polish. Young artists have cited him as an inspiration, not just for his fame, but for his courage to remain true to his artistic identity. Because in an industry that often pressures idols to conform, Taehyung quietly proves that individuality can thrive. But perhaps his greatest influence is emotional. ARMY, think about this. How many times has a single photo of his brought you comfort? How many times has his soft smile brightened a difficult day? How many times has his honesty during interviews made you feel less alone? Influence is not always loud. Sometimes it is gentle. Sometimes it is a quiet reassurance that someone out there understands complexity, sensitivity, and growth. Taehyung has never hidden his introspective nature. He has spoken about loneliness, about reflection, about the need for space. And in doing so, he has given fans permission to embrace their own depth. That kind of influence cannot be quantified. It can only be felt. When news outlets declared him the most influential idol, it was not simply a fan-driven celebration. Industry professionals acknowledged it. Cultural commentators analyzed it. Global audiences recognized it. Because Taehyung's impact extends beyond K-pop. He bridges industries, music, fashion, art, culture. He represents a generation that values authenticity over perfection. He symbolizes a shift toward quieter confidence in a world that often rewards volume. And perhaps that is why this moment feels historic. It signals a broader transformation in how influence itself is defined. However, titles come with weight. Being called the most influential means living under even brighter lights. Every move will be interpreted. Every silence will be questioned. Every project will carry expectation. But if we have learned anything from Taehyung's journey, it is this. He does not crumble under pressure. He evolves. He takes time when he needs it. He steps back when reflection is necessary. He returns stronger, clearer, more grounded. He grows without losing softness. He matures without losing curiosity. And that balance is rare. Imagine the future for a moment. 5 years from now. 10 years from now. When new artists rise and industries shift again, Taehyung's name will remain in conversations about influence, not because of temporary hype, but because of lasting impact. He will be remembered as someone who redefined what an idol could be. Someone who proved that depth and commercial success are not opposites. Someone who showed that elegance and sincerity can coexist in a global spotlight. His legacy will not be built only on awards. It will be built on inspiration. On the quiet teenager who found confidence because of him. On the aspiring designer who dared to experiment because of him. On the young singer who embraced a lower vocal tone proudly because of him. That is the ripple effect of true influence. ARMY. One day, we will look back at this exact moment, the announcement, the headlines, the celebrations, and we will realize we were witnessing a turning point. Not just in Taehyung's career, but in cultural history. Because influence is not static. It evolves with time. And Taehyung is not at the end of his story. He is in the middle of it. This recognition is not a final chapter. It is a doorway. A doorway to larger creative risks. To deeper artistic exploration. To even greater global resonance. A new history has been made. But the story continues. Taehyung stands not only as a global star, but as a symbol of something greater. That calm can be powerful. That introspection can be magnetic. That authenticity can shape the world. And as ARMY, we are not just spectators. We are witnesses to the making of a legacy. A legacy carved not through noise, but through presence. Not through imitation, but through identity. Not through force, but through quiet, undeniable influence. And if this is only the beginning of what the world calls most influential, then imagine what comes next. The world may have officially crowned him today. But his impact, it has only just begun.